taking snaps and appears he's going to be the quarterback here in the second half.
Rudolph has only thrown 2 passes. State backing up Rodgers. And here is the kickoff to begin. Our sounds on the play. Some good work there by Skoranek, who is the leading special.
Way to go, Benny Sko.
And
Benny Sko is my nephew. Yeah. My wife's sister. Love watching his growth process and how he's grown as an athlete, and now year 5 for him.
And Flacco with the 1st and 10. Brown gets the call. Big hole opened up by Mims. He's into the second. Out of bounds. They grab that jersey. You could see the tear. Runs for 35, and he's down to...
It opens up for him. Nobody even touches him. And he's able to get around to the outside as Porter tries.
3 consecutive 100-yard yards from scrimmage. Now 70 yards is brought down by Brandon Eccles playing the nickel. And it's a gain of 4.
Couple of things that jump out. First off, the defenses, compared to what the first matchup, the defenses are playing really well. And then the penalties. They're already at 52 yards of penalties. A lot of it coming on that final drive that the Steelers had at the end of the half. So that's something.
Playing with the bad shoulder today. This is Brown. Tries to cut. He does. He got outside of Porter and tried on 2nd down and 6. And the Bengals have come out here in the second half hot.
Well, they've come out hot. And I was going to say I thought it was a missed tackle. Nobody even touched him. It was that quick jump cut that he made that got through, and
the pass protection missed there. So Brooks is in, the rookie, and he gives a block and a good one for Flacco, and it's incomplete.
And coverage, and that time Porter matched up on Higgins. Ball out in front of Higgins just a little bit too much as he's not able to bring it in.
We mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, but since Flacco Trent has arrived,
they put up the numbers they put up from a point standpoint. It's really shocking that they're sitting there at 1 and 3. Their defense has given up.
Fant and Higgins were in the line of flight. I think it was for Fant.
Do you think Higgins? I thought it was for Higgins. And Fant goes underneath, and right there it looks like he's throwing it to Higgins. But then
the tight end sample will be there off the hip of Flacco. Underneath, it's Chase. 2nd catch today, down to the 26. Drilled on the play by Eccles.
Well, and really with the 3rd and 10 and making a quick throw for 5 yards like that, you're basically just trying to say, you know what, we've got to tackle and pick up the 1st down, great, but we've just got to try and get ourselves in a better field goal position. With this win today, none of these kicks are gimmies.
Yard field goal try here. And the wind is, your guess is as good as mine what the wind is going to do to it. 43 yards by Evan McPherson, who now this season is 14 of 17. Yes, you'll notice that Keyshawn Williams is not back there retrieving this kickoff. He is back there with Gainwell. And Kenneth Gainwell will take it. After the field goal by the... So there is a new quarterback, and this is Mason Rudolph, initially a Pittsburgh 3rd-round pick, played here.
Well, and he's seen enough football that he's ready to step in, and this moment isn't too big for him. As you said, 8 years in the league, been here trying to get down from an offensive standpoint.
Rudolph has a 1st and 10. Jalen Warren is the back. Side the tackle made, Mel, by B.J. Hill after a minimal gain.
Yeah, Kev, a couple injuries on the Bengals defense to update you on as well. Has a right oblique injury. His return is questionable, and already without Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart today, that is significant.
On that side, it's just kind of been patchwork a little bit because of those injuries, and missing.
Is up to the 35, hit by Oren Burks, gain of 3, 2nd and 2.
Okay, on 3rd and short, do you stick with the ground game, or do you let him air it out on 3rd and short?
A game. That's kind of surprising, isn't it, for a guy like Rodgers?
Well, yeah, and that's why they're so low in time of possession. They're just not getting a lot of...
The injured Rodgers is questionable, and to the air, and the backpedaling catch on the 1st down, Gainwell. He was picked up in the play.
They've had a bunch of punts in the first half. They had the opening drive. They got the touchdown. Then they had the last drive of the half for them.
Lead to my point, because they've now had 36 plays to the 33 run by the Bengals. It's the first time that they've... He'll make the catch. Swirling and grabbed by Battle. Read it well, lost it 2, and back to the Steelers. And he has been terrific. People have been clamoring for more carries. And against the Chargers last Sunday night, 14 for 70.
Well, he has to make an adjustment. This ball's left knee, left ankle, as he's going to the ground by Battle. Take a look at it one. But
so that means probably more Kenneth Gainwell and the rookie out of Iowa, Warren.
Possibility of losing Warren
in game.
Yeah. That changes play calling. That changes.
Rudolph. Fautanu with a block pass. 3rd and 11 coming up to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin, Trent, Jordan Love's first missed the entire stadium. 19-13 Packers. Early third, back to you.
They just signed Wiley
in there, so able to get himself back in and get a touchdown.
Gainwell is the big. They come. Salamo with a block and a catch made downfield. Grabbed right there by Roman Wilson. Bang, the 47 of Cincinnati. 18-yard pickup through the air on 3rd down and 11.
So he's going to go in motion inside of deep. It almost becomes a natural pick with the way that route is set up in the motion. Able to get separation from Hill. Wilson able to get the
down reception last week. Here's the rookie, Caleb Johnson, who rams his way in, trying to get a block up there from here a little bit with Arthur Smith now having to call plays and maybe reform the way the offense would go with Rudolph.
What is Rudolph's skill set compared to Rodgers' skill set? What is, now with no Warren, what do we get with he's in on this snap as well. So that is an adjustment as a play caller you have to make.
Gainwell in motion. Coverage by Hill. The pass intended for the tight end, Jonnu Smith, who last year had 88 receptions.
This ball's a little bit behind, and as you see, it's knocked away. Actually, it's Smith that knocks it away, so it doesn't get intercepted. Even though he hasn't been in there, I mean, there's an adjustment you have to make. It's one thing throwing on the sideline, but throwing with this wind.
3rd down. Turner saying there was a shove and there is a flag. And the conversation. Penalized today.
Yeah. Pass interference. Office number 4. 10-yard penalty. Beat 3rd down.
Yeah, the first holder fade down the sideline. A lot of times they don't call that. Let's see, they're both fighting back and forth. Be what draws the flag is the arms extending.
And Turner did go back a little bit.
And the separate. I mean, there was a lot of hand fighting by both guys, but I think the arms extended and the separation is what drew the flag.
3rd and dear life, and he leads him for a first down. Dragging defenders.
He just ran through the entire secondary line. I was like, oh, this isn't going to end well. You got 2 guys coming up that combined have about the same.
He'll dance and drive, and Battle will get another first down lunge or close to it. He's down to the 27 and sends a dump route.
And then it's just a matter. Geno Stone comes up and he tries knocking that arm away so he doesn't get stiff arm.
Metcalf again in space and then hit and brought down on the play with the tackle made by the rookie Demetrius. The first down for the Steelers.
Well, and you got to understand why Knight leads everybody in the tackles. The rookies in tackles. Watch how he comes up and he. Great job with that technique.
So a couple of 18-yard pass completions to Wilson in Washington with Roman Wilson in motion. And here's the rookie, Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. He was a high pick in the 3rd round taken by the Steelers. And like I said, 6'1". He is very tall.
And how high he is on him and felt like he wanted to give him some touches. He wanted to give him some opportunities. Now, he didn't want some opportunities. Yeah, definitely good to see. But getting Johnson in the game and getting him some reps is something that Tomlin had talked about.
And he calls a timeout. So a little bit about Mason Rudolph. He grew up in South Carolina. He went to college. Played for the Cowboys, 3rd round pick here, then Tennessee. Now back with the Steelers, he was the Johnny Unitas and Sammy Ball. On 3rd down today, he's gone 3 of 3, and in place of the injured Rodgers.
Well, he had a great college. Has found his niche as a backup quarterback, and being able to step in a situation like this is not performed well. As we take a look at Arthur Smith, who's had to adjust some of the things he's play calling wise with Mason Rudolph.
Close to the 11th. With a run right there and clock ticking here in the 3rd. 5 passes each way, and it's been very quiet since.
It has been quiet, and it's interesting. We talk about Warren leaving the game because of injury, and he went back. Now Gainwell's back in the game as they're going to go to an empty set here.
3rd down and 2.
That's lined up in the slot.
3rd and 2, crumbling pocket. it, chased by Osai, chased by Murphy, and has to throw that. As the Pittsburgh Steelers are driving, here comes the field goal unit in Boswell.
Watch to your left. Metcalf's going to open up. It's right in that type of thing. They bring blitz, and it's man-to-man coverage. I thought he was just going to throw a quick little pop pass to Metcalf and trying to preserve this field goal distance.
So here is a field goal try at 30 yards to extend the lead again for Pittsburgh. They've had 3 consecutive field goal team, and they get a field goal of 30 to go up 13.
The injury he suffered in training camp or at the beginning of the season, and so now he's in position to be the backup to Mason Rudolph. Right?
And Jabril Peppers is the one to get him right there with a nice tackle, Mel.
Yeah, guys, Joe Burrow returned to practice this week. Looked like the same Joe Burrow with that quick release and perfect placement. The next step in the progression will be him throwing 11 on 11 Bengals this morning. Week 13 against the Ravens is a possibility, as is Week 14 against the Bills. But as of now, no
Mel thanks Brown the back. Flacco 1st and 10. Blocked by Fant. Tries to cut and then brought down by Harris. Here is Adam Shine.
Kevin, Trent, Bucs take advantage of a Bills special teams fumble. No good. 26-21, Bucs leading the Bills. Back to you.
Nice game in Western gain on that first handoff to Brown. Flacco through the... Just came at him like a torpedo. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he definitely does. And we talked to defensive coordinator Terry Lawson about that. I said, how hard of a transition. In your corner, you're focused on the guy right on you in your section of the field. As a safety, you've got to view everything, and it's a different viewpoint. And
Fant will dive, and he got the first down. Broke a tackle on the play. They couldn't break to the 46. It's a first down catch and run of 15 on 3rd and 10. Eccles slow.
Both these defenses struggling coming into today, and a lot of it was because of missed tackles for both teams.
Right.
It's the yards after this, his legs alive, and he's able to run through those initial tackles. Eccles comes up there and bounces right off him.
He's played for the Broncos, the Seahawks, and now he's a Bengal. Had a touchdown reception last game against the Bears. 10. Brown looking for a block, cuts inside, got it from Fant. Also a lead block there from and just beyond midfield and into Steeler territory.
Well, and they're running the ball better on as this second half has opened up in the pass game when they can.
Taj Brooks is in the game. Flacco's run a touchdown pass today at 28 to Higgins. 2nd and 6 to the 36 of Pittsburgh. It's a pickup of 13 on 2nd and 6.
Well, and the Steelers to soften as a corner. You got no help over the top. So as the corner softens, Flacco sees it, is able to hit to the outside.
Start today, 1st and 10, Chase Brown. Bounces and then grabbed by Eccles and pulled down by Porter. Mentioned before that the Bengal defense is number 32.
32 against the pass, and they've done a great job against the pass today. Flacco has 120 yards, and yes, the wind is having it in half.
Flacco 2nd down and 9. Brown the block, wobbly throw, somebody completion. It may have been Black. Y.A. Black.
Which gives it man-to-man behind.
It was Watt. I think Watt got it.
Was it Watt that got it? So it was, long here.
And this defense has as many batted, deflected passes as any in the NFL. Got room to roam. There's a block on the play by Herbig. You can't kiss him goodbye.
It starts with the guys up front. It's the pressure. Watch the pressure coming here. Duggar's up here. He's going to draw in a robber mode. So he's floating in the middle of the field. He's not assigned to anybody. He goes to the middle of the field. So when counted for.
Extra point, Boswell. 30 away. They got him in a trade October 30th. He took it to the house on the pick 6 for Pittsburgh. From the Patriots, day before Halloween. Pick 6 moments ago, 74 yards to the house, and here he's gone.
So a lot of changes on that back end.
10-yard penalty, first down.
The Bengals partnered with Easter Seals Redwood to give back and thank local veterans for their service. Bengals player service. Back to you guys.
Good stuff. Just finishing up the Steelers, they lead the takeaway of the season, number 3 in the NFL. They've been terrific in that category. And here is a handoff. Make it Kendall Milton, who takes the ball, and there's just not much there. Milton finds nothing there. Gain of 3 at the most, just beyond the 25. Second down and 7 chases back.
Things they've had to change. They've moved the safeties, as you said. We've talked about that. They pressure the quarterback. They take the football away.
4-yard touchdown return by Duggar. Steelers on top on